UN Women and the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs reported that on a global level, none of the targets under Sustainable Development Goal SDG5 is on track to be accomplished by 2030 at this rate. SDG5 being the goal that's geared at accomplishing gender equality and empowering women and girls. The Choice News sought to localize these findings to determine whether St. Lucia's progress on SDG5 is aligned with the global trend. Taking reference from the Voluntary National Review of SDG5 for the period 2019 to 2024, Janelle Volney, Sustainable Development and Environment Officer, says that St. Lucia's progress has been fair but requires acceleration.
We reviewed 14 Sustainable Development Goals, Goal 5 on gender equality being one of these goals. Overall, the progress on Sustainable Development Goal number 5 has seen fair progress, but acceleration on progress is required.
The United Nations reported that meaningful progress has been made when it comes to women's participation in public life, and likewise in St. Lucia, this target is the one that the nation has seen the most progress towards.
There are 9 targets to be met in the gender equality goal, and St. Lucia made significant progress on one target, that is target number 5.5, which looks to ensure women's full and effective participation and equal opportunity for leadership at all levels of decision-making in political and economic public life.
Whereas in some countries, progress has been undone, particularly due to the prioritization of war over rights and equality, Volney says that in St. Lucia, progress is only moving in a positive direction.
All of the other targets are progressing well compared to the first voluntary national review, which was presented in 2019, where most of the targets were not met and required acceleration to meet the 2030 deadline. St. Lucia is considered the most progressive in the Caribbean for this goal due to the enactment of St. Lucia's Domestic Violence Act and other coordination mechanisms put in place to achieve this goal. We have had meaningful progress over the years. However, just like other countries of the world, progress towards SDG implementation is slow, and that includes SDG 5, but we are not regressing.
Within the international community, it has become increasingly difficult to measure progress in not only SDG 5, but all SDGs, as budgetary allocations to central statistics offices reportedly decreased significantly this year. While St. Lucia's Central Statistics Office reports that its budget was not decreased this fiscal year, Volney says that a lack of data and information is a challenge for St. Lucia as well.
The availability of reliable and accurate statistics and data continues to be a challenge for not only the gender equality goal, but for other goals. More work is required to have more statistics and quantitative data that will assist us in properly reporting on Sustainable Development Goals indicators and therefore Sustainable Development progress in general.
According to the National Beijing Plus 30 report for the period 2020 to 2024, which was prepared by the Division of Gender Affairs, St. Lucia has most significantly achieved gender equality progress through legislation, the inclusion of gender equality as a developmental goal, and increased female political representation. On the other hand, a gender pay gap of 20-22%, which favors men, sex segregation in employment, and poor female representation in the media have presented the greatest challenges to the implementation of the Beijing Platform for Action. While St. Lucia's journey towards gender equality parallels that of the wider world, what threatens the nation's progress is thankfully not yet as strong as what obtains internationally. For Choice News Now, I am Cianna Dalsan.